How is a dog praying like stopping this movie? In both cases, someone has to press pause.
You want to get out of here?
You want to go? Come on, let's go.
I was back in the front seat.
Okay, buddy. Guess it's gonna be you and me. And the donkey.
What's a donkey?
A Dog's Purpose tells the story of a dog who's trying to figure out why he is here. After being reincarnated into several dogs, he starts to learn the lessons about life that he was trying to learn. Now, this movie has been surrounded by controversy, but it is not our purpose to try to adjudicate that. However, it is my purpose to try to figure out if this is a good movie. Here's 5 things you might want to know about A Dog's Purpose. I'm going to admit it right off the bat. I liked this movie more than I was expecting. A lot more, in fact. I wasn't expecting to like it at all. But here's the thing. Breaking news. Puppies are cute. And this movie has lots of them. The movie does a very good job at understanding what makes the idea of having a dog attractive, how adorable they are, how you want to play with them. It really centers on those things. Not only that, Josh Gad gives a great voice to this dog in a way that is both aware of the world around him, yet ignorant enough of humanity that it plays both for humor and for depth. I think they do a really good job with the way the voice of this dog is portrayed. And here's the other reason I probably liked it more than I should have. The theme holds together. It's not just a title. The movie really does find a central theme about the purpose of dogs, and it deals with companionship. It deals with friendship. It is one of those things where at first I was like, oh, all these different stories, how are they going to connect? And then it became obvious that we're talking about the different ways that dogs as animals offer companionship for human beings. I found that held together very well. I found it answered the question of the title in a way that was satisfying, and overall made the movie a better experience. And because of that, we'll say this for number 3, the heart really worked for me. I found myself invested in this dog in all of his or her different versions, and invested in the overall story of how that dog affected the people that he or she was with. I found that heart stuff to be important enough that it actually stirred up genuine emotion in me. I was not expecting to get emotional in this movie, and yet I did, and I think the movie deserves credit for it. Now, before we start giving away any Academy Awards to this movie, let's back it off just a little bit. There are plenty of flaws here. Let's talk about this one first. I think the central conceit of this movie actually hinders the stakes. What I mean by that is the idea that this dog comes back every time he dies and is reincarnated into a different dog makes it some sort of live, die, repeat video game character in some ways. And so you don't feel the ultimate stakes or the ultimate loss that these people do, because you know that you're going to be back with this dog, whatever that next life looks like. So it steals a little bit of its own power just in the way it tends to present the story. And here's the other thing. Even though a lot of the heart did work for me, it is super cheesy. And not only that, it's manipulative. That's probably where I want to focus. The fact that this movie, like so many others, wants to pull on the heartstrings in manipulative ways and plays with your emotions in that way, I found at times to be a little eye-rolling for me. I wanted, instead of the movie to depend completely on those manipulative tricks, I wanted it to give me a little bit more humor, maybe a little bit more action or tension. Those moments are there, but they're too few and far between for me to really enjoy them in a way that keeps me compelled by the movie. Overall, A Dog's Purpose was a pleasant surprise, a much better movie than I thought. Still, there's way too many flaws here for me to give it anything above a B-. Thanks for checking out this Your Movie Friend review. We'll get to the best ever challenge here in a bit. Before we do, let's connect. If you want to connect here at YouTube, feel free to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment on a video, let me know what you think. I'd love to chat with you there. You can also click the info button up here for other options on how you can participate here on YouTube. Also, if you want to hang out on Twitter, I would love that. Aaron Dicer, that's my name, Aarondicer. Feel free to @reply me there or direct message me, whatever. Let's talk about movies. And finally, if you listen to podcasts, feel free to subscribe to SiftPop Podcast, SiftPop. Whatever podcast player you use, you should be able to search for it there and find it and subscribe. We do that every week. All right, on to the Best Ever Challenge, where you name the best movie ever in a particular category and also try to identify my choice. Let's go with Best Ever Reincarnation movies. Movies that deal in reincarnation. For me, my clue is simply this. Scissors. One-word clue. That's all you get. Take a guess at mine in the comments. First person to get it right does get a point. Leave your choice there as well. Would love to discuss that too. And as always, here's 5 extra seconds to hit subscribe. Just click the logo right down in this corner.